What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be checking out the Fossil Hybrid HR. It's a different kind of video. I usually do tech reviews on things like, well, you've seen my videos. This is a half analog, half smartwatch by Fossil. This is the HR Collider edition specifically. The HR stands for heart rate, because it has a heart rate sensor. And I'm not gonna lie, it is a pretty good watch. Now, I've always worn a watch to school and stuff until around a year or so ago when I had to stop because my old G-Shock stopped working. And as soon as I saw this on iJustine's Instagram, I knew I had to get my hands on it. As I mentioned before, it is half analog and half smart. Well, smart is giving, well, it might be not the correct term for it. As you can see, it has analog hands, but at the same time, it has a display back there. That is an e-ink display, the kind of displays that is used on the Amazon Kindle, meaning it uses a very low amount of energy. And as the advertising goes, this watch can last up to 2 weeks without charging. Charging is done via this proprietary magnetic cable. You just snap it on there and you're good to go. As you can see, the watch has 3 buttons, stubs, whatever, and this one does look like a dial, but it is not. Now, through the app, you can customize what each of these buttons do, but for me personally, I have it set to the fitness tracker. It shows your sleep tracking as well. Then I have it set to the middle button set to my notifications. I don't have anything at the moment. And I have the lower one set to music control. As you can see, I'm holding the middle button quite harshly. It takes you back to the main screen showing you the time. The Fossil app is very necessary for this watch because you need it to, well, the watch needs it to work, period. So you would have to download the app, and whatever time your phone shows, it automatically updates on the watch because the watch doesn't have Wi-Fi. And it connects to your phone via Bluetooth 5.0, very low power Bluetooth 5.0, so you got nothing to worry about. The app in itself, you can customize the face, put all sorts of designs on it, but it cannot be in color because it uses the e-ink display, as I mentioned before. I won't be making a video on that as there are numerous better tutorials out there. I would like to link Zaim Siddiqui in the comments in the description. He has done some amazing videos. I will link him in the description. He goes more in depth to the design and such. The one I'm using currently is from I don't know the website's name, but it's Gallifreyan. Now, looking at this, you might ask that the display seems pretty dim. You might not be able to see it outside. I guarantee it is not like that. It is very clear. In the outside, it does not seem dim whatsoever, and these analog arms are actually glow in the dark, so you gotta worry about that too. But you obviously cannot see it at night. The display isn't bright enough. Just double tap and these 4 lights shine on to help you see the screen better. Now, the Gallifreyan is just the backdrop for the moment. I can also long press the top buttons to bring up the complements. I think that's what they're called. I don't remember exactly. But you can have up to 6 or 7 of these on your screen. I currently have the weather, the date, and the steps. I used to have my battery percentage here, but I removed it because it was just blocking too much. And if you don't want to see them at the moment, you can just long press the top button and it goes away. The version I got is the brown Collider, so as you can see, it has genuine leather straps with, I think this is silicone on the inside. It was a bit uncomfortable when I first got it, but later on it's shaped better, and now it works better for me personally. The straps are really durable. They're not bad stuff. And these are 22mm straps, so you can easily pop them out and replace them with other 22mm ones that you might have at home, or if you want to just not get the leather version and get another one for get another style and buy the leather strap later on, you can do that as well. Fossil themselves have a great amount of options for extra bands for the watch, or if you do, as I said, get any 22mm watch band with these thingies, and you can replace it. It also comes with a 16mm edition, which is technically for females, but they don't really say that. They call it Charter, and they call this the Collider. Mentioned before, I said that this is brown, but it seems very black on camera and in person until you get the light shining at the exact angle, which I just wanted to put as a more of a PSA if you're planning on getting this. Along with the sleep tracking, you can also measure your heart rate, which if you just press the bottom button you can get to, and the heart rate sensor goes off. There are only 2 sensors, not as much as the Apple Watch. I think it has 16 sensors on it, but it works pretty well. Obviously, it's not going to censor anything for now because, well, I'm not wearing it. Now, as you can see, that is the sleep tracker. You can see I've had 10 hours of sleep. This isn't wrong. I have checked online when I was first checking out the watch. They said that the sleep tracking was very erratic and didn't work, but for me there hasn't been any issues personally, so take that with a pinch of salt. Into the battery life, they say that it can last up to 2 weeks, and I probably think it's correct because I've used it quite a lot and only 5 to 7% a day has been lost, so it should get me to at least 10 or 12 days. All things considered. The reason that it doesn't take up that much, that it has such a long battery life, is because the e-ink display only takes power whenever it changes. So when you just click a button, it takes power, etc. Like that sort of stuff. That's why it lasts so long. Suppose you're wearing the watch and the hand seems to be crossing something and you can't see one of the complements. You just flick your wrist like that, and it takes me a bit. You just flick your wrist like that and they spin around, showing you exactly what's behind. Same thing for notifications. As it's connected to your phone, whatever notification comes on your phone, it will appear on the watch as well. And when the notifications appear, it'll vibrate so you can, see the screen a bit better maybe. Let me see if it'll vibrate so that you know that there's been a notification. Let me see if I can show you what a notification looks like when they pop up. So when a notification comes on your phone, as I said, it'll come on the watch. Just give it a second. There we go. The arms go to the 9 and 3 for helping you see the screen. It shows WhatsApp web is currently active. You can scroll down. But because this one's open, you just click it. You want to get rid, it shows what the message was. And because this isn't necessarily you just scroll down, there's a clear option. You can just click that and it's gone now. Also, whenever you do have a notification, a little thing pops up over here showing you that you have a notification. And just like that, if by some chance your phone isn't connected to your watch, it'll come up with a small little disconnected icon, which you can change in the settings tab. Just scroll through and you'll be able to switch that as well. As I mentioned before, you can have different complements over here. Other than the ones I have, I mentioned there's also battery life. You can also have another time zone, except it doesn't really show the time in the other time zone. It more or less shows how many hours you have to add or subtract to get the time of the other time zone. There's also, it shows how many calories you've burned. It can also show the previous, the most recent heart rate, what's the word now? Heart rate value that the watch is registered, because the heart rate monitor goes off every now and then. You can say without me doing anything, it goes off. It checks your resting heart rate, your maximum heart rate, all that stuff. So that's pretty cool as well. Overall, this is a really good looking smartwatch. I don't really like the Apple Watch. Whole square doesn't send me. And as I mentioned before, I really want an analog watch, and this is just perfect. Overall, if you're looking for a watch that is in between an analog and a digital smartwatch, I highly recommend this. I wanted an analog smartwatch. I wanted an analog watch for quite a while, and I was going to get one, and then I saw this. Instantly I knew I had to get my hands on it. The smart capabilities are just around what I need and not too extreme. I don't have that many gripes with it. Most of the stuff that there are things that some people might consider a shortcoming, but over time, with software updates, they made quite a few changes. I will link something in the description so that you can purchase this watch. I'll have a link in the description as to where on Amazon you can get it. I think you can get it on the Fossil website as well. I'm not completely sure, but I will have it linked in the description to purchase. There are a lot of other things you can do on the app. I haven't gone through it all, but one thing you can do, as I mentioned before about the notifications, you can have it set to the apps you only want the notifications from. So if you don't want something, messages from your email, you don't want your Snapchat notifications, you can just have them disabled. It's completely your choice. It also registers calls. You can accept, accept them, not really talk, because this does not have a speaker or a microphone. That's why it has a 3 atmosphere water resistance rating. I think you can wear it when you're working out. If you're just going out in the rain, that's okay. I think for a shower also, but I would not go swimming with it on. Also, it's leather. I'm not gonna go swimming with a leather watch in my hand. So that's about it for my review of the Fossil Hybrid HR. Be sure to check out my other videos. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll have a link to this in the description, as I mentioned before. With all that said, this is Agent 6075 signing off. Have a good one. That is about it for my review of the Fossil Hybrid HR. I highly recommend you pick it up if you're looking for an analog watch with a few smart capabilities. It's probably one of the best hybrids out there. The Pebble. The Pebble is what I guess the display is based off of, but there aren't quite a lot of hybrids out there that are half decent at the least, and this is really good. So if you're in the market for a hybrid, be sure to check out the Fossil Hybrid. They have a few others. I think they're called the Latitude and the PB1 or something. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. This will take you to around, I think this will cost you around like $150 ish. I bought it from India. Again, so I don't know the exact price in the US or anywhere else for that matter.